Pause the music. I talked to a bunch of Christians this weekend that the average person would look at and judge a book by its cover and say boomers, of the boomer age group. I would say between the ages of 40 and 60. And these guys and gals were incredibly awake, incredibly informed. They knew everything you and me know. They were bringing up the boot, Biden's boot, Hillary Clinton's boot, Bootgate, Biden clone, military disrespect. I was very impressed. And my first point I want to discuss is the cat is out of the bag, and the Goyim unironically know. They know too much, and it's good. The enemy's not happy about it. The New World Order is not happy about it. But the average American, the average person, really knows what's going on. The Q movement helped inform your aunts and uncles. That's why the enemy attacks it so viciously. And the average person out there is starting to see these attacks and go towards the right path, the good path. They see that Christians are the only religion that's persecuted in this day and age. You could be Buddhist, Confucius, Islamic, and the world doesn't care. But the second you admit you're a Christian, you will face opposition from the world. And the average person sees that. The average person sees the election fraud. The average person out there, you, the Anon, might not have watched Mike Lindell's new documentary, Absolute Proof. But let me tell you that everyone I talked to this weekend has watched that documentary. Every normie you can imagine, everybody knows the election was rigged, and it is terrifying for the New World Order. The average person out there is planning. The average person is petitioning now to recall their state elections. They're looking into all elections now as probably phony and fake, especially in regions that are Republican and country, but there's one major city that makes the entire state blue. Think about this. People are starting to look into it. So with this war comes huge backlash of censorship, huge big tech shutting down YouTube channels, both left and right, progressive, conservative, everything you can imagine. Anything that goes against their system, their control. And that's what happens in these revolutions. The useful, just like in the Bolshevik Revolution, they were chewed up and spit out after the revolution. The useful idiots that help get the corrupt people elected or the election stolen. Let's hop into the bunker. Open up the window. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. This was a video on YouTube. False, you know what, and bad acting. Best video I've seen. This guy did a damn good job, but we'll never know who it was. The video was removed by YouTube's policy team for violating YouTube services. I had just had my old channel reinstated, and an old video from years ago was flagged the second I unlocked it. We're not going to be unlocking old videos. If you want my old work, you need to subscribe to BitChute. You have to be proactive and get off of Google, get off of YouTube platforms. Stop wondering where all your channels are going. Oh, gee, someone else got banned. Let me stick around longer. YouTube should be a aggregate crossroads meeting place to find people temporarily. But then if you like these people, you need to follow them, subscribe to their backup channels. And if you really like them, give them a thumbs up, help spread the videos. And if there is a special affinity, become a producer, a supporter. But that's how you support modern day media. Because the opposite of that is your clicks, your views. You just watching something on Facebook, clicking on it, is giving all the money to companies that buy your clicks. And I want to finalize by saying nobody knows what's happening out there, but it doesn't take somebody with a rocket science major to understand that there is something happening behind the scenes, some type of civil war happening, some type of global event percolating behind the scenes that the military is aware of. Weird coincidences with Biden not seeming like he's the president, no one giving him authority, respect. The bell icon down below will only notify you if you like videos and if you comment on videos that don't get automatically algorithmically censored. There's so many people out there that have been using you, and I could tell that these people are probably cubicle assets, old timers, or they're just complete fools. But they comment on a video with curse words, and it's not against you, and it's just free speech. They're being funny, humorous, but YouTube doesn't like humor. And anytime someone even says a C word, C-R-A-P, in your comment, YouTube might censor you automatically, and they don't even give me the option to open it up. When it's a comment on a video, if YouTube auto censors it, it's gone. So we as a people need to be more clever, more coded in this censorship war, this information war that we're in. And everything about this information war is to attack the common man. So many people love to add their flair to it, but it's all about attacking the nuclear family, the average reasonable citizen, and the Christian. They're always going after the Christians. Again, they don't care if you're Buddhist. They don't care if you're Muslim. They don't care if you're Confucius. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled 5-4 that houses of worship in California can hold services at 25% capacity. You would read something like this, and the average person thinks that this is happening. Now, I can't speak for California. I could just speak for where I live. And where I live, there's similar rulings like this. I don't think it went to the Supreme Court. But my church is at the forefront of fighting the government for their rights, for their constitutional rights. And our church is at full capacity. Over 500 people, no masks. When the health department calls, they don't even respond. A complete ignoring of the false laws that they put up, the false statutes, separating you from God. And again, I don't know if California churches are putting up with this or if they're operating at full capacity and saying, forget you. But this is how they whittle away little statutes, little city ordinances. 75% reduced capacity, and the Supreme Court rules for it.